Right now, ignoring those bubbles entirely, we can go over here and... Oh, well, I'm cursed, but it shouldn't matter. Oh, I can't even use the Wind Waker when I'm cursed. That's nonsense. Come on. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Is that the only one of those? I think it is. That actually makes me think, because I was talking about rinsing through the Wind Temple, but obviously we... Oh no, we have the Ring God's Aria. Dude, we got like everything for the Wind Temple except the bloody iron boots. If I can find them down here, that'd be dead handy. Oh, a locked door. Balls. Well, at least there's another couple of ways I can go from here, I think. Though at least I'm supposed to have the mirror shield at this point as well, so I'm not exactly doing so much sequence breaking. Let's kill these guys quickly. At least having level 3 Master Sword is real handy for this. Do I want to shine at these? Is that the dealio here? Yep. So we've got 2 ways here we can go at least. We've got that. Can technically go straight ahead, but that's of no use to me because I need a key. And again, the chances of this key being here are low. It's interesting that this game basically makes you play dungeons multiple times. Obviously, it doesn't make me do it in a sense if I could just wait until I've got all the shit I think I need, but... Oh, this goes even further down. This, I think, is the long, foggy room. Yeah. Right. Now, I have a feeling you get an extra chest for actually killing all these bastards. Oh! Well, let's find out. I need arrows, because arrows are much more... I haven't got a huge number of arrows. Oh, well. Oh, come on, I clearly cleared that. Well, let's get this chest at the end. Sea chart. Oh, there we go, the fog, that was there. I had a feeling there was a point at which the fog cleared, which does make this way the fuck easier. I should be a bit more careful with arrows, actually. Unless he drops some arrows. Ooh, he might. There'll be arrows in there, yeah. Fuck it, yep, let's just arrow through the rest of these bastards. Hey, don't throw skulls, that's rude. Now, I believe you get something for doing this. Yeah. That's handy, because this again is normally a sea chart. And it may yet be, actually. It has probably a good a chance of being a sea chart as any other individual item, just because there are still so fair few of them left. It's a piece of heart, not terrible. Well, bit superfluous at this point. Anyway, let's head on to the other side. Now, the question of the day is whether this is like the Grand Mirror Chamber or whether that's somewhere else. I think that's straight on ahead here. So, here. Oh, another bloody... You can fuck off and all, mate. At least I'll have a chest at the end of it, because these things always do. Ugh. And because this is potentially where you're supposed to get a key. Or maybe I'm supposed to get one from the other thing. Yeah, because that... Oh, maybe... I may have hit a brick in this temple again. By brick, I mean a block. I wasn't sure whether I was going to say hit a block or hit a brick wall. So I absolutely went ahead and said both, which didn't work. Right, let's shove this into position at least. Cool, that's great. There's a switch here. Can't remember what the fuck this does. Oh, do I have to... Oh, yeah, there we go. What the... Oh, was that through there, the bubble? Huh, spooky. Let's hit this with a hammer. Cool. That'll be useful later, I guess, when I can get through that locked door. Join me when we're back in the Earth Temple again in the future to deal with that. For now, yeah, I think we've hit our limit here once again. So, Earth Temple key needed at the moment. Worth knowing. Let's have a look at what keys I have for anywhere else. I don't have any keys for anywhere useful, do I? No. Man, I want those iron boots. That'd be so handy. I could get so much shit from the Wind Temple. But hey, let's head out again. I'll quit my way out. Now, I think it is time to explore up this side of the map a little bit. So, Five Eye Reef, I have got a sea chart for, and that's right there. Diamond Step, Horseshoe. I don't think there's anything else I can actually get any of those. Though there might be a big octo somewhere around Diamond Step. Well, we'll do Five Eye Reef first, because Five Eye Reef I can at least get the chart I've got, and also, if I've got enough bombs, which I have, I can also blind the reef. So both of them are useful to do. Oh, there's a platform here to do as well. Excellent. Jesus Christ, this thing's armed to the bloody teeth. And yet, it's all meaningless. I'm just gonna... It is funny. The fact that enemies can hurt each other on this makes this a deeply funny game at some point. Anyway, fuck this. Let's just open this. Oh, good. Green goo. Wonderful. Well, while we're here, we can at least go and blind the reef too. And also we've got a ring of light to be looking out for as well. But I can't see it. Maybe I have to be a bit closer. Where was the one for 5-eye? There we go. Oh, it's actually in the reef itself. That's why I can't see it from here. I just had a really funny thought as well. What if, and I think this is entirely possible, what if the light arrows are exactly where they should be? Because I can get past the barrier in Hyrule now. Absolutely, no problem. And hilariously, there's nothing which would stop the light arrows from being exactly where they're supposed to be, as in after Phantom Ganon's maze in Ganon's tower. I should check there at some point. I might do that after this little expedition up north if I don't discover anything useful. Because that would be really funny if that's actually not the case. And then that way actually I can get the warp back to Forsaken Fortress unlocked, which will at least let me get back down to Ganon's tower again a bit more easily. And I think one of the weird speed modifications that's included in this version of the game is also the fact that you don't have to do the boss rematches in Ganon's tower. You can basically just walk straight through to the maze, which again was just designed to like speed up time a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to blind this reef while I'm here. Wonderful, and that's another one we've got to fly to awkwardly, so I'll do that. Well, obviously I'll do it. You're not going to do it, are you? Like, I love you, viewer, but it's me who's really doing the heavy lifting in the gameplay on this. I feel like, quite frankly, you aren't pulling your weight in this Let's Play. That was unnecessarily dickish, but here we are. It's also true, you've not really done any of the gameplay, I would argue. Right, I'll do this one here, then I'll do the... I think there is an octopus over there, and then we'll be down to Hyrule. Actually, you know what, fuck, I'll just go do Hyrule straight away. I don't know if there is a big octo over there. If only I had the big octo chart, and then I wouldn't use it and would complain that it's a useless item, because that's the kind of pessimistic asshole I am. Anyway, that's probably a good point where I need to launch from that from. Ooh, cool shot in front of the sun. Nice. And there's another bit of heart. By bit of heart, I of course mean piece of heart. I'm going to check out for a big octo at Diamond Step, and then, failing that, it will be down to Ganon's Tower. Because I think last time I was in Hyrule, I actually didn't have the fully upgraded Master Sword, because weirdly I got that from a random chest in Dragon Roost, the key to which I got from doing Knight's Crest, which I got from being down in Hyrule. Baffling series of events, but there we go. Oh, I also got a treasure chart to open at some point. That's got to be the Islet of Steel, which is right near here, because nothing else is shaped like that, yeah. Should probably dredge that up while I'm here as well. Yeah, let's go and do that as well. Right, so let's see what's in here. This is obviously the Islet of Steel, not the big octo at Diamond Step. I didn't actually check that. More cash. Okay. Let's go to Hyrule in that case. I'll come back to Diamond Step later. Add it to my ever-growing list, you know. Actually, no, my list has actually stayed a relatively constant size because I've done things that are on the list. I've also been working on the assumption that this barrier is here the whole time. I figure it must be. Yeah, it is. First off, I always thought that team was really cool. And secondly, I really like, though it's not from Ocarina of Time, this rendition where like Hyrule Castle is like stuck on like a crag out in the sea. Well, is that the sea? No, there's actually a bit of a lake. Possibly Lake Hylian in this version. It's quite cool. And I like that you can see the temples here. Can you actually see as far as where the Earth and Wind temples probably are? Because we know that that's probably them there. Because we know they are on like pinnacles that are only accessible as like pinnacles from the ocean surface. Very cool stuff. One of those, that must be Dragon Roost up there. That's basically where Death Mountain was and Spectacle Island nearby. Windfall, all the big islands. Anyway, let's head through Ganon's maze. I'm not going to bother fighting any of these things because I can't be arsed. I forget how many enemies there are on this Hyrule field, I suppose we call this, in a very, very loose sense. And you actually do need the hookshot here, weirdly enough. I kind of forget about that. The hookshot is necessary for, in a sense, beating the game here. Well, not in a sense, absolutely. I kind of wouldn't have thought about that necessarily if the game's like, hey, like if I hadn't literally got the hookshot first thing and was waiting to be like, oh, have I got everything I need to complete the game? I wouldn't have necessarily flagged that I need the hookshot to get through Ganon's Tower. Or to get to Ganon's Tower, even. Yes, I believe this main door here is now just already open, so those things are there, but you get no items from them, and it is just a time thing, really. So that's been removed, which is nice. Now I got the Grand Stairway, which I swear this has darkness. Oh no, it's the next one that has like darkness and stuff like this one just says Bahoops. But is it up here that we actually get the way into Phantom Ganon's labyrinth? I always quite like this music. Creepy but cool. And this kind of morphs into oh there we go, that's the way to open the way back, which I'll do after getting this chest. Unless this chest just by chance contains exactly what it's supposed to. I can't think of actually any chests, other than obviously things that contain a C chart, though I don't know whether the right C chart or rupees. I'm trying to think if I actually can think of oh, this is a thing in this, apparently. Doctor, you must remember blah 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 blah. Yeah, because that tells me what order to do things in, but it's the order of the bosses, isn't it? Oh, there's Mulgira, Goma, Jalhalla, Kaldemos. That's not the right order. Either way, let's head down and do the labyrinth. Was there a trick for remembering which one of these is which? Possibly not. Oh no, it's that one. Is he going to do a deadly tennis game of tennis? Hey, he is. Moldy Phantom Ganon. Good lord, man! That's insane! There we go. Now you have to briefly, and it's that way because it's the way the hilt of the sword points, which is quite cool. And the fact that you can just pick up his sword is really cool. Right, but no, yeah, this music, it reminds me of the King of Light and Shadow, like Xant's theme that goes dun 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 in it as well. Didn't time that right. I think of the scene where he's attacking Midna at Lanayru's spring. Does sound similar to this. Anyway, I'm going to do all of this basically off camera. Oh, is that actually enough to stun him? Nice. Whoop. This is also a really nice bit of music, the way it just rises in pitch. And a key even. Oh, it is pitch, yeah, every time you knock it back. The way that the music and combat synergize in this game is bloody cool. I feel like that did an absurd amount of damage to me. I did at some point in the Earth Temple, by the way. I think it was off camera. I picked up a fairy, you know, just in case. Fuck, does each one of them do like half that? Bugger me. That's alarmingly powerful, is what that is. You need to stop. Oh god, it just sometimes that feels like it's going into a horrifying degree. Right, this is going to be one of the deeply funniest moments in recent times if this just actually happens to contain the light arrows. It's 10 quid. That's about as hard of a no as the game could give. Let's head back. So what did I say the order for this one was? It was because it was an actual boss order. It was. Why can I not target that? Put your damn waker away, you silly bastard. Can I actually just stand in this water? Nope. There we go. So it was Mulgira, Goma, Jalhalla. God damn idiot stick. There we go. And Kaldemos. Names of whom you only get if you happen to take a figurine of them, which is really hard to do. Oh, spooky. This always made me mad. Where the fuck does he come from? I suppose he's supposed to be like the king of Hyrule, so obviously he can move around the kingdom kind of at will. But the fact that he can just like come out of nowhere is bizarre. Especially because we can't then follow them through yet there. Either way, let's go back to the surface. And I guess with that, it's time to continue my search. Oh, that's the spooky night kicked in again there, because it was like, it's day and you're not supposed to be at the Forsaken Fortress. Unless this reef has something useful in it. 4-eye reef. Do I have anything for 4-eye reef? No, I don't think I do. I could blind it, but I'm not going to, because I'd rather come back here when I've maybe got a chart for it or something like that. So let's head back down to, what's it called? Use your words, Doctor. Diamond Step Island. And here are your seagulls, so I'm assuming this is where it is. Yep, there we go. It should be nice and easy to fight. Now we have the boomerang that's fucked off there. Come back, boomerang. Boomerang, I need you here. There we go. This one's got a fair few eyes. The nice thing about the boomerang is it auto-targets, and also it's unlimited ammunition. Don't have to worry about bombs or aiming or any of that shit. Easily the easiest weapon to fight the big Octo with. I love how it always has like the boomerang frozen in midair there. That's quite funny. Oh, it's actually still raining. I thought that was just Octo Rain, but... Ah, I'll joy bend it up the treasure. That's what I'll do. Another treasure chart. So that's going to lead somewhere. Obviously. Where is that going to go? I should go to Tingle at some point soon. Actually, I can buy some stuff from... I'll buy one of the treasure charts from Rockspire instead. Oh, Diamond Step! That's bloody handy. And you actually just saw it lit up there. Useful! Very good! That's a wonderful quirk of randomization. Right, let's grab that. It's about here. Oh, I think I nailed it there. Oh, king me. I'm still finding it strange that none of the, all the Master Sword... Oh, there we go. Okay, all the Master Sword shards have turned up, and all of the, well, the Master Sword upgrades, all of the, things have turned up. Oh, use your words. All of the, Triforce shards, and yet not one of the 3 Goddess Pearls has actually shown its face yet. Needle Rock Isle. I believe that's got like a cave on it that we can get from, with the fire arrows, that's got the weird, I think it's got some frozen bits on the surface, and I think that might lead to that cave where you have to light the things. But certainly fire arrows are our friend there. 3-Eye Reef, we've got a thing. Greatfish, we can get a thing. Yeah, there's a lot to get. Rockspire, Western Fairy, these are all things to do, because we've apparently just spent no time on this side of the map at all. So let's work his way up, I think now, north to Needle Rock. Nice and easy to spot from a distance. Oh, so that was the deal. That one's behind fire, and you need a bloody Highway Pear to the top of the island to get it. Surprising amount of stuff locked behind a Highway Pear. Wouldn't have thought about that. I swear, if the bloody light arrows turn out to be behind the withered trees, or something that's locked behind the withered trees, which they absolutely could be. That's the thing. I'm being all arrogant, but there's no reason why the withered trees couldn't hold one of the final keys to Dragon Roost, and it's something in there that I need. I don't know really. But here we have to light the 6 torches. Is it 6? I think this thing tells me. Light the 6 torches and dive down to the seafloor. Blah blah blah. Cool. Yep. Let's light these torches. This is gonna be really annoying because aiming's shite with this controller. Hitting them aside, I found these 6 torches just really hard to actually even spot as a child. But that was Pitts doing it now. I'm slowly coming to the realization maybe I was just a dull boy. Anyway, what's this? Platform chart. Goody. Do we care for platforms? I mean, I've been getting handy stuff for platforms, but again, these chests would be interesting if they crossed off in any way. But at least I can be handy to find any remaining platforms that I'm not aware of off the top of my head. Look at that. Wow, there's a lot of platforms in this game. Jesus. I really perhaps shouldn't have put it on shuffle platforms. That's not led to the most interesting possible randomization. I think were I to do it again, that would be high on my list to not do. I'm looking for health a little bit because I got fucked up by Phantom Ganon, but I assume it's mostly arrows and magic down here for obvious reasons. Cool. Where to next? Up to the one of the Iris, I suppose? Okay, it's a Stone Watcher actually, where I've got something to fish up anyway. So, let's fish off this chant of Stone Watcher. What we got? Money. I should go to Rockspire sooner rather than later, because I can actually afford the super expensive 900 quid chest now. So probably should do that. Where's Rockspire from here? That's only a bit to the north. I can sail, no point. Oh, bugger. No point Ballad of Gales. I can probably damn see it from here, because it's just north there of Greatfish, isn't it? So, before we actually no, I should do Beetle first in case. So we have got basically the left hand of those things to actually do again, because we never finished it last time, and I did write that in my notes. Oh, that's cool, seeing the Forsaken Fortress rise up. But I want to do Beetle first in case that contains an Aston of rupees, and I want to at least have those rupees to bin. One of the things I keep thinking about that with luck is like Grappling Hook, because so many treasures are behind it, have to come up early, but bombs don't. There are treasures behind bombs, but there's a lot of the game potentially you can do before you've actually got bombs. So it's really interesting that we got that earlier. I think that's helped. That unlocked a lot of potential stuff. But like, yeah, you could do the first, obviously, like 2 dungeons entirely without any items that come from bombs. Obviously, it depends on where stuff's shuffled. But technically, none of those chests require bombs to get, unless the game shuffled the boomerang behind a bomb thing or something. But it's interesting. Next, before I actually come back to this, I'm just going to go over and do Western Fairy Island quickly. Actually, I'll probably see where that treasure chart went to, you know, while we're here. That's 41. I'm like, oh, it was a lot of money, so it must be good. Absolutely not. So that's 6-Eye Reef. Must be 6-Eye Reef. I think that's actually 4-eye reef, looking at both the shape of the reef itself and the fact that we've already got one at 6-eye kind of means it has to be 4-eye, which is actually just up to the north of the area anyway. Oh, so many things to do. Let's grab Western Ferry Island just because that's free, so... Oh, and there's a platform here, which is also free. Life is good. Is that a submarine as well? Oh, that's the salvage team now. So I've already got the gift from them on paw print. Cool, let's grab this platform treasure. Oh, this is also one of the ones that's just here. That's nice, let's have that. Hey, look at that! It's the light arrow! Final thing technically I needed. Now here's the question. I could just go and complete it now. I've been recording for 2 hours tonight in this session, so I want to give myself a bit of a buffer between, you know, Mass Effect and Super Mario Odyssey. So I am going to keep going and get the double magic meter at least, which obviously could be anyway, but... So it was here all along. I could have just come and got this at any point. Obviously, if I didn't have the bow, this would just be the bow, or it would be the fire and ice, but... It's funny to know that it wasn't in a dungeon or a lot behind anything, so I could have done way less of the dungeon stuff. I could have just done this at the start of this session and got it, which is quite funny. But let's go for the double magic meter to be a bit more interesting, you know. Let's crack this open so we need the skull hammer and see what's down here. Money! Okay, cool. The fact as well that we can beat the game without having got either of the 3 pearls or even raised the Tower of the Gods, let alone touched it, is funny to me. And actually, you know what, light arrows will be quite handy just for killing folk fast. With that done, I'm quickly going to head, I think from here, well, there's shit to get back at Rockspire, but there's also shit to get up north of that reef. So, have I got enough bombs to blind a reef? Yeah, I have. Let's go up there. There's a sunken treasure to get, and there's a reef to blind, so... Obviously, now I think about it, there's no reason why, for example, the double magic meter could well be behind some shitey side quest on Windfall that I haven't bothered doing. Like behind the Lenzo ones or something like that, in which case, I'll do some of the obvious stuff, clean up the rest of the treasure charts I have, do some as far as I can get into any of the dungeons, and then if I haven't found it yet, fuck it, then I'll go on and do Ganon's. Hey, 10 quid. Cool, let's blind this reef. Now that's the nice thing about basically knowing I've got everything to do to beat the game is I can basically just play as much of the rest of the game as I kind of want to. So now I can play it for entertainment and just be like, you know what? If anything opens up ways to islands and stuff like that, ways to dungeons, yeah, I'll do some of them because they're fun. And actually, in fairness, we've only fought 1 boss in this entire run, though presumably we'll have to fight another. And double magic meter, I think, or when we've done enough of the game, will be the point at which I will turn and do Ganon's Tower. But if I get bored, I won't do it. Right, let's fly up and get that chest. Right, what are you going to give me here? Piece of heart. Cool. Rockspire next. Need to head back there and do the remaining platform that is in my notes to do.